Plastic Model Builders. Hello, it's me, Ari Stone with Plastic Model Builder, and this is part 7 of my Tamiya F-14D Tomcat in 1/48 scale. In this video, we are going to be applying the decals, and we're going to do some light missile painting and applying the decals on those as well. So keep watching, that way you can see all the decals that go onto this wonderful aircraft. We have already put on the lion logo for this, the stars that are on the tail fins, the plane number, and as well the landing lights that go right there on top of the tail fin. This is the other lion. The decals came off fairly easily. I did have a couple of tears because I'm impatient. There are your inside of your stabilizers and your outsides that has to be done. As I said, we're also going to be doing light painting of the missiles. These are your Phoenix missiles right here. We're just painting the top of that. We're going to let it kind of gel a little bit, and here we are applying the stars and stripes with the US logo, whatever you want to call that. I did the kit with the stairwells open, so that's why we are applying them this way. They have two sets for that, one where they're closed and one where they're open for the decals of that star right there. So that's kind of how you have to get it done, just like that. You see it goes there on the side. This is that Phoenix missile. I did a couple of coats right there on the tip. I made it look pretty for some model making madness. And so here I'm going on the inside of this. It gets a color, and then red, I have my little dotting tool right here, which leaves a nice little line on this. Doesn't get all over the place, don't have to dry brush. Did get a little spot there. These are the walkways. They do come with decals for that. I decided to be brave, mask them off, and hand paint them, which you see me doing here. I put on a couple of coats, and then once I have the coats on there, I get a dental brush, which you see right there on the bottom, and I'm going to do this on the top and just kind of move it along there to create a little bit of textured pattern, because it's a walkway, so it's not going to be exactly smooth, just enough to give these guys that walk on those wingtips there some grip. And you see me just peeling off the masking tape that I have on right here. I used the tape that's Tamiya, the yellowish orange stuff right there. You see what they look like? I did eyeball all that and did it by hand, kind of measuring what it looks like on the other stuff. These are the air pads, or at least what would appear to be the air pads. There are 4 of these, one for the wings swept in and one for the wings swept out. Choose which ones you want to do. I painted all of them. So here's a Phoenix missile. Lots of decals. We're going to show you all of them, or at least most of them, and how they go. So first you have this one that goes all the way around the front of the nose cone. Followed by that, there's another one that goes right there, and you see I already put on the logo that went in the middle that you see there. I shouldn't say logo, just warnings, things like that, something you need to know. Here's the stripe for the armament, letting you know what is in it. Inert, not inert, you know how that goes. More wording right there. Another part of the missile defense arming system right there, letting you know what it is. Some warning labels. Have one go on each side of these tail fins, just like that. And then we'll put some stuff in the middle. More wording. Missiles take a long time. Yep, more stuff right there. No, not even close to being done yet. And we got some stripes right there. So now we're going to turn it over. Yes, I did lose a fin there, but we put it back on. They are delicate. So you see how this looks? That's how one side goes, just like that. Then you'll flip it over and do the opposite side, so it's exactly mirrored on each double corners. And that's what it looks like, just like that. A complete missile. Alright, so we have these right here. It's beware of the intakes, because danger, you don't want to get sucked in. We have landing lights right here. There's a bunch of these all over the plane, so just pay attention where they go. Got this going on right here, some warning stripes of where to avoid. your Navy decal. Got a little bit of water there. I sucked that up with a Q-tip. More of those right there. You have to do it on each side of the aircraft. Got your jet intake danger zone right there. These are long decals. Make sure you line it up just nice and pretty. We have this F-14D decal. It's very big and clear. And then you have a tailpiece that will also go on there as well. Those go under the aircraft eventually. Right here, we have the name that goes on one of the sides of the wings, and then there's the other name. Some more wording. Ejecting danger zone. The pilot names right there. One on each side of this aircraft, front and back. I hope you are enjoying this video so far. If you like the content, don't forget to subscribe, comment, and like to my channel. I would appreciate it. We enjoy doing model making madness, and we always do live chats when we do video premieres, so come watch with me. Again, there's the number 213, which goes on the front. This aircraft is kind of like a tan color. You look at pictures, all the other aircraft are more gray. This one's more tan for that squadron on that aircraft carrier. And here you go again, the VF-213. There's that other decal I was talking about that finishes that off. Make sure you do a good paint job. We have these nose steps. You got 3 of these in total. There they are. That's along the rudder fins. 213 goes on the wings there, front and back on the undersides. That is your landing gear door. 213 right here. More beware of blast. That's where the jet engine exhaust is. You got 4 of these each side of the engine exhaust. And this is that other side of the aircraft with the Navy logo. As I said, these do go a certain way, so pay attention to that because they're just slightly angled on certain sides. Have this little square right here, basically showing where they kind of go. It's up to you to make sure you get them in the exact locating spots. See, I love how the water just kind of sucks it down, puts it in place. There's that Stars and Stripes logo, and you can see right here where the landing stairs will go. Another danger for the ejection area right there. That 213 again, there's a lot of those pilot names yet again, one on each side, just like I said earlier. There's a better shot of that. And there we have these landing lights again, a bunch of them right here. Another landing light, I'm sorry, another pilot name. Yes, I broke that decal. It happens. Put it on like that. Just make sure it gets together. These are the drop tanks. You got 2 of these. I'm going to show you one. Have right here these little logos. I'm not exactly sure what they are. I don't know if that's for opening them up and putting fuel in them, if that's 2 separate fuel cells, or how that goes. I'm sure somebody could tell me. Very well could just be part of the markings, just like we see here. Have a bunch of decals to put on there. Those, I think, they're arrows that point downward. And we're also going to put some stuff that are on the pylon that you see right there in the middle. It's hard to tell that that's the pylon, but it is. No steps probably, or something. I'm not sure. Hard to read those, but they are readable, especially if you hold them up to your face better. And you have that right there. Probably tells you the level. I don't know. Got our landing gear. That right there goes in the middle. Squish it down with the Q-tip right there. More model making madness to make things look pretty. We all love doing landing gear, all those little things on there. And here's the landing gear doors for the front, the inside. Actually, those are the sides. And for the rear, here's more of the rear doors right here. One of those for each side. Got this part right here for the pylon. Put that on. Makes that look pretty. We have this. Then all we have left to do are our 2 pods, and we will show you how those go momentarily. So keep watching. You see me put the decals on the pods. Here's the lantern pod right there. We are going to get this done. I did say 2 pods. I meant just the lantern pod. A decal right there on the front. This goes right there. Got a couple of these decals. Turn it over like that. Make that look pretty. Also, One right there. A couple more here. Again, don't forget to subscribe, comment, and like to my channel. Come join us on the live chats. And as always, until next time, see ya.